What's up, Rubits? Little Big Robot's back with another video. Today I'm going to be looking at another favorite thing of mine. This is Joy Toy, 1/25th scale, not 1/18 scale, not my bag, baby. I love 1/18 scale, but I also love having some money left over in my pocket. Iron Record number 7, Space Operations Mecha. Just as it sounds, it is a Space Operations Mecha. Now, I believe this will be, oh, I love how they do this. I love that sound. Display. Even that, you know, I'm thinking maybe I can cut these and use, anyway. What was I gonna say? This might be a more of a scale agnostic. I'll show you what I mean. I've got some different figs here that I'll use for comparison. But it not only fit a 125, but I bet it'll fit a 118. Now I've just got some random figs to compare size to. So we'll do that once we get it all out of here. As usual, the unboxing process of these guys is just wonderful fun. You basically get it out of the plastic, you pop it out of this. Oh, this always makes me nervous because I don't like carrying the boxes. I save the boxes, I flatten them. But you know, and it's not like I'm just, after all these years of doing this, why am I always so bad at actually getting the, look at that, that works. That's a smart idea. There's none of this BS. We have to cut out like 422 wires that are holding it in there. You just pop it out like so. Set that down there. You pop it out like so. Look at this. This is real time. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm literally just popping them out. Got a little paperwork. Let's look at that there. Iron Wrecker. I love that you get kind of a technical drawing. I think that's really neat. That's just so neat. Some of these, like I said before, I don't know how it works, but some of them come, every one I've ever had comes pre-built. They're an assembled toy, it's not a model kit. But some of these you have, you know, additional parts. Like, see, it makes it look like you're putting the hand together, but it's already together. So maybe in China when they put them out or something like that, they come out more in pieces. So here's the bot. You always get your little accessories and the little driver down here. I absolutely love how they do. See how it pops right out and it's just free floating already? Don't give me a hard time with all that. You know, like all those little tabs and crap you got to pull out. For a person who reviews toys for, maybe in the future a living, that'd be cool. But for a hobby, I hate when it's all, and you got to cut it. I've got to pause the video and do all this stuff. So this is all the extra stuff. This is going to be fun to look at. As usual, you're getting a pre-painted, pre-weathered, not a kit, it's a model. I mean, it's a toy, not a model. And so the weathering is, I always say this, but you know, for the price, you're getting a really, pretty nicely done weathering job. Little dude in there. So let's see here. I'm going to turn it right here. Let's do this real quick. Let's see. So you should be able to just take this. Let's do it. Let's do it. There you go. Thank you, Iron. Ooh, ooh. Ooh! Boy, that's a plastic smelling. Oh, I love these guys so much. So I don't know if many of you know, but I had a thing where I was going to stop buying toys made in China, or at least look into the possibility. As I say every time, nothing against the people from China. They're great people in China. Governments are a different story. But it is a supply chain issue. You can't put all your all your eggs or your legs into one basket. Because what ends up happening is you have delays and stuff. And so I started to try to think of alternatives to China. But these are just so fun, these Joy Toys. I haven't gotten into the Space Marine stuff. I collect McFarlane Space Marines, and of course I played Warhammer when I was a kid. But these, are for their price, are so ridiculously fun. Now, before I get way into this, right now I am speaking to you on the weekend of July 24th, 22nd, whatever it is, 23rd. And on USA Gunma Store, they were clearancing these guys out. This one and the other one that is essentially the same model but painted up for more of a combat mission for $47, something like that. And they're normally $97. So if you haven't gotten one, now is a great time. But if you're hearing my voice, go check. I was literally going to buy 4 of each of these and give away 1 or 2. I might still give away 1 or 2. Look into that. And then maybe sell or just have, you know, just keep. I don't like flipping things. So So far, I love the weathering on it. Doing a white paint job, it's important that you're not necessarily, what I like, I should say, is not to create it just beat up, but this kind of smokiness you get from having a white paint job and just using it in combat or space stuff or whatever. You get this kind of like, it's like a fine dust, like if it was on the moon or something. So this one's interesting because he goes in a different way. So I'm going to look at him more there, and then I'm going to compare him to some of the other ones. You've got the cool backpack. Let's go and assemble it together. Let's see. So there's quite a bit there. You've got to make that whole arm. Where's the weapon? Oh, cool. See, this I get so overwhelmed with these guys because there's so many possibilities with Joy Toy mechs. And I don't even do the 118s. I could not imagine the sheer amount of happiness, plastic joy you get from the 118s. Because they are so much larger, and I don't know that they're more detailed, but there's just more stuff to them. You know, it's just more per square inch. Oh, this is cool. Like the guns here, and it's kind of a flexible. So that goes, where does that go? Oh, where does it go? Oh, missing a part. So what I want to do is take this guy here. See, they give you all these little connectors and stuff. And what's cool is you can use these for the other mechs. So all this stuff, since it's the same scale, and a lot of the mechs are basically the same shape, you really do get, you really can use this on the other mechs. I don't want to spend 12 minutes just on this stupid ammo clip. Anyway, I'll do that later. That goes in there, and then that mounts on the back. We got to build the arm. So the backpack one looks like it's going on the lower port. No, it's going here, is it? Ah, this. I figured. What is that? Is that kind of like a fuel tank? No, that's upside down as well. So it goes here. No, it's not. Oh, they're just showing it. Oh, wait. Look. Is that me or is that upside down? Look. Okay, see how that has the thing on the... This part here should be up top according to that. Right? And then that plugs in like that. I think that is upside down. Maybe somebody in the factory just simply did it wrong. I'm going to report them to the police officers. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to go. It's not really functional or anything. So then this goes in here. A lot of these backpack parts and stuff like this, you have to be careful with. You have to really kind of work to get in. But see, as I was pushing, put a little pressure there. So you got to really take your time and make sure you're applying even pressure everywhere. I'm not going to push that in all the way yet. It just makes me a little nervous. I know this went on the back of the calf, not the thigh, the calf. See how the pieces kind of go together there? Oops. Why am I doing it? What's different here? What's different? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Is that right? Yeah, they overlap a little bit. Okay, so see what I was looking for? You see that overlap? I was worried. The feet are kind of, what I like about this one is the feet are kind of big and goofy looking. I absolutely adore these giant hands. These are reminiscent of like a moon mission grabber thing, something you'd see on the space shuttle. This is interesting though. This looks like you could use an effects part on there, which I have a whole box of effects parts, and I'm betting you can. But I'm wondering if you could, like, you know, make a little gun in there. What I want to do next though is I want to get him inside. It's not showing the hatch. Let's see if we can figure out the hatch at all. I thought it was like a little. Let's see. It opened up in the back. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off temporarily. Come on, Bo, be careful, be careful. Because it's not really opening all the way. We good? We good. See, sometimes it's really, really tight. So basically, he can go in the back. So look at that. Look at that's absolutely begging for an LED. See, so you get some really cool details. Does that move at all? It does not. So he would just simply, which is cool because, again, I think it's kind of, like I said, scale agnostic. I use this same 1/18 scale headless woman quite a bit. I need to get another one. I could have got one on sale. Maybe that's what I'll get. Jeez. What I'll get on USA Gundams and get one of their cell ones that are just doesn't have the exoskeleton on. But I like to use her to see if, like, the most bulky of a person would fit in there. And maybe. So I'm just squeezing her in there for now, but she does go in there. So again, it's kind of doing that. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. Let me get one of my other guys here. I'll show you. I don't want to ruin this cool position I have in there. So you see, I have him. This one came with, or used that stand on this one. So he is basically meant for 125. See, but with this thing here, you can just reach in here, pull out the seat. As a matter of fact, I haven't replaced the seat and put up to a 1/18 scale in there. I show him every time, but he's supposed to be flying into him like that. It's picking him up like in Titanfall. So I'm gonna put that to the side. So that's really cool. Let's get the figure out. And I should have assembled stuff first. But I don't like doing that. I like doing the whole unboxing thing. The figures are always cool. I imagine with 118 you do get just a lot more, you know, detail fitting in there. These guys can sometimes be a bit flimsy, but I never have them just like fall apart like a governor from Hexagear. So they always have a nice sculpt, nice details. A little bit of a wash. His stuff is falling off here. A little bit of a, sorry about that. A little bit of a wash, but nothing crazy. But you can see there's some real nice details in there. And they'll have like a little helmet. I have one that has a helmet that actually fits over the head, and so it's really bulky. Then you get these little tiny guns and stuff that he's going to be carrying. So that's another disadvantage of that scale. Here's my weapons box. So this is what's cool, why I kind of refer to this as a modular system, dog hair, is because all this stuff you can give them that gun. Here's the seat that goes in there and the other one. You can give them a giant blade. It's not like parts necessarily, except for this type of stuff. You're not necessarily reforming the mech, but you have just tons and tons. Like this little gun, honestly, I'm probably just going to put in the little gun pile because they just get lost on your shelf. It's really, really delicate. These arms on this more scale agnostic ones are not, you see, they're not clacky. They don't go click, 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 click like you would on a normal Joy toy. So you kind of just have tension holding, so that could get really loose over time. Just be aware of that. Oh, that's cool. That is a really neat, see how you can see it right here? That's a nice, I don't know that I like that it's that obvious, but I kind of like it. It's also kind of like, it gives you a glimpse into the working, you know, like the inner frame working. So that's really cool. So as you're posing it and playing with it, you might have to kind of just be aware that these do get loose. See, like the legs aren't clacky, they're just stiffened. So unlike a normal quote-unquote Joy toy, like say this guy, this big gun guy, same scale, he's gonna see the little mechanism there, have him, it's more of a tight thing. Yeah, there's a clack. See the clack? So it's like it locks into place in the position. I don't want to mess his position up. I had him good on the shelf. Darn it. Why do I always do this? So just be aware of that. You can already see as I pick him up, see his weight is going to make him flop a little bit. So I kind of understand why these guys were probably on clearance. This scale agnostic one where you could fit both in there, I keep messing the camera up, I'm sorry, is because I think that they are looser and stuff like that, and they don't have as much of a sturdy kind of posability. I tend to really enjoy these guys though because they are so much more action figure like and less like, I mean, you can still move and play with or whatever and pose the clacky ones, the ones with locked in joints, but these guys are just a bit smaller and feel a bit more like a something you just can sit there and play with. But I love that it's a space. I guess it's a combat space guy. Do they have space combat? I'm sure they do. What was this part? Where did that go? What is that? Oh, it has a latch to lock down the thing as it's going in, so that's cool. Some of this stuff you just have to mess with until you figure it all out. There's some parts there. So let's build the gun thingy real quick. So you can see that's from, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these. And that's just from, oh, I didn't even notice that in the back of the seat. It's a, you know, like a safety seat, it's an ejection seat. That's cool, I never noticed that. So let's build the little... So this is going to take a minute. Let me pause and I'm going to come back with it. Okay, so I know I'm messing something up here. These build-apart parts, these little bits here are so tight. Be careful, they're pretty short, so they're going to take some pushing. But like when you have a part like this, just be aware. You really got to be... See, I don't even have them all squeezed together. I need to get a pair, like a soft pair of pliers. Or pliers with like a... Heck, just put a rag around it or something so it doesn't damage it. See, that's really hard to get in there too. That's going to destroy my fingernail. Which is fine. I need to cut them anyway. So see how you got to like really work your stuff in there. But that goes there. So I'd have to really get... That, again, I've seen this before. It's a bit... That's the arrangement I built. That's the matching arrangement. For some reason it shows it a bit differently here, so whatever. I don't like this spiny stuff. It was up to me. I would honestly just put it like on a you know, just one of these. You know what I mean? Or make them hold it or something. So the guns aren't ever really what I really like. I think it looks pretty cool. It's not really what I'm all about. I'm just about how cool this thing looks. As usual, these, since they're not clacky, they're not more posable, but they're just easier to pose. You just got to be aware as you're posing it. You just support the back side as well. See how it snapped there for a second? So you got to kind of like, so he can get pretty squat. See how squat he can get. Good golly, that sound of the new hard plastic toy. So he can squat down pretty far. That's kind of cool, you know. But as with all these, they're just, you've got to really mess with them for hours. And as you get, you know, more used to how they're feeling, you really do get you're just like, oh, these are so fun. Like I said, I can see why these were on sale for 47 or 50 or whatever they were, 57, 52, whatever, because the waist is loose. You kind of learn this as you get this particular kind, but you can fix that with a little rubber cement, whatever. It's not, having a loose joint is not a big deal because you can always tighten them up later. It's just a little bit annoying. So just be aware there are methods for that. Oh, let's put the guy, we didn't even put the pilot in. So let's get him situated. I'm going to take these off for now because they're just falling everywhere. See his little thigh-high gun thingies? Let's see here. And then I'm going to put him on the shelf. We'll see what it looks like on the shelf. So let's put him in a kind of a sitting position. As usual, I always use these things. They're just a little bit easier than my fat fingers. So his legs don't go together real tight. There we go. Put in little hands. Let's open this sucker up. I don't know if mine got scratched or if that's weathering. I mean, I know that sounds silly on a pre-weathered thing. I love this, how this looks here. So that goes down. So he simply slides in there. Put that back up. Let's see, can we latch that down? He's in there, as you can see. Oops. There you go. So he's in there, looking good. Not the smoothest operation, but I'm doing it kind of quick. Stand him up real quick, put him in a cool position. Let's do a grabby thing. Well, there you go, like he's getting ready to grab something. So there you go. So let's pause here and put him on the shelf. Okay, bringing him over. Let's see here. So here's the Joy Toy shelf so far. I've been enjoying doing this like little scene here. I want to make a scene where somebody's hurt. I put an armored puppet that's going to help pick them up. See, they're all getting out of their mechs. Right here, she's grabbing a medical bag thing. You know, I was going to build like a little scene. I thought it'd be cool to use one of my LEDs to build like a little campfire. So then I got these extra ones over here. These are the really, really cool ones that I got recently. That's the one that's built just like this space one I'm showing you. That's that ginormous one who's just a monster. I need to take him down and play with him some more. So I noticed that I threw a hexagear in here. Let's move this over here. Let's grab old hexagear. Got too many hexagear kits actually. I need to start doing customs. Take Spaceman. I'm situated. Probably scoot that over a bit. Make him turn in that way or something. See, something needs to go right here for balance. I'll put a couple pilots there. But hey, looks good. Looks good on the shelf. Look at that. That is just really the combat one I'm getting. I think, like I said, is the exact same model, but he's more of a military, you know, ammo and stuff, and he's got weapons and stuff like that. Less like this. But I need to just kind of arrange it. It's a shame he's kind of tucked in the back because he's so incredible. But looking good. So there you go. That's a little bit of a look at the space mech. I like the lights reflecting off his dome there. Really, really cool. Fantastic. Let's get a camera. Let's get a picture for the screenshot or for the thumbnail. So really cool. Really cool. Hope everybody had a good day, everybody. And subscribe. I'm trying to get to 3,500. You know how it goes. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.